The Tico Plays channel seems a little empty. Yeah, it's definitely the profile picture and the banners. When you look at other channels on YouTube, you'll usually see something that I don't currently have, and that's an avatar. Something to represent me while I talk or play a game, and that's why today's video is going to be pretty different. I'm going to be going over all of the steps to finally find the perfect avatar for myself. The video is going to be split into 3 separate parts: designing an OC, making a character sheet, finding 3 different artists to commission, and then rating all of the characters once I get them back. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. You see, I love coming up with characters, so concepting the character I want to use will be relatively easy, but I can't draw to save my life. So in the background, you're going to see my attempt at drawing while I tell you about the concepts I have. So if you look at other characters that represent people's channels, there can be a big discrepancy in what they'll look like. The simpler ones leave the viewer with a sense of relatability, or being able to place yourself inside this particular individual's shoes, whereas the alternative is to have a super original, complex character which is more of a personality to watch. And for me, I think the best idea is to go for the latter. I'm gonna have to go up on this. I can't send this to somebody. So let's start. If you couldn't tell by the background music I use in most of my videos, I'm a big anime fan, and I've always wanted an original character in the style, so we're gonna go with something more anime-like than cartoonish. To begin with, I want the character to be relatable to myself in some way, so I have a similar skin tone and hair type. Obviously, trying to go from a real face to a cartoon doesn't translate as well, so I'll have to figure something out. Now comes the creative part. Who do I want to be? Because right now, I could be anything. A surfer, a samurai. Why not both? So it would make sense to be a samurai surfer. Ridiculous, I know, but hear me out. I could have the tattoos of my favorite flower, the hibiscus, which is a beach flower, across the top of my body. I could have a katana in a sheath that runs across my back, and obviously a pair of board shorts. Another accessory could be a surfboard with a shark bite in it, like a decoration of war, and for jewelry, a chain and a silver shark tooth earring. And just like that, I've got a basis to work with. He's a surfer, so he'd be mostly topless, but you know, I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube, so he can wear a black vest. Time to show you guys the finished pieces. Now, it could have been better, but I tried damn near for an hour, and this is the best I can do. I added a design to the vest and the shorts to try and brighten them up, but I think this is probably good to go with. This is what I'm going to be sending the artist as reference, as well as a small descriptor document detailing everything I want to see. And now, for the fun part of the video. Finding and commissioning artists was a much harder process than I thought it would be, and I ended up looking for around 2 hours for the first batch of artists. I found 4 that I thought would be good candidates, but I actually think one of them was an AI art account and the other one didn't respond until I had all of the art already completed. However, after a second go around, I blindly put my trust and wallet into the hands of these 3 artists: Lynx, Bongli, and Abdul Samad. Apologies if I butchered any of these names, by the way. Each of them had something interesting going for them. Lynx had a really cool anime style, so I wanted more of a reaction image from them, while Abdul does characters in JoJo style, and Bongli does commissions with Pokemon. With that being said, I asked for a waist up, hands up pose from Lynx, a JoJo's Part 7 style drawing from Abdul, and for Bongli's commission, I wanted my favorite Pokemon, Shiny Greninja, to be surfing a wave with me. And finally, after drawing for hours and looking for artists for hours, all I had to do was wait for them to finish the commissions. Lynx was awesome to work with. They really went out of their way to ask me exactly how I wanted the piece done, and ended up producing this piece of art. The text on the vest is actually able to be altered if I ever wanted something different, and in general, it actually really matches the reference image I send, so I'm very happy with this. It's kind of like a reaction image that I'll use for clips and funny moments, so in terms of practicality, this is a very useful image. They included the katana, the earring, and the double hibiscus tattoos too. Not missing a detail, so extra points. The delivery time for this was on point, taking a total of 7 days. Abdul was an absolute menace to work with in the best way possible. This was the last artist of this group that I commissioned, but the turnaround time was actually crazy. I sent them the requirements for the commission, and on the very same day, they sent me fully completed sketches and line art, then asked if I was missing anything. Abdul even asked me what chain type I preferred. And if you think that's crazy, 2 days later, they sent me this, the finished art. The attention to detail in this piece is absolutely insane. The katana, the tattoos, the earrings, the hair. I even asked him to do a cool flame style effect for the eyes, which I think looks crazy, and he even gave me the Japanese characters which I can change the color for as well as the background. And if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this little story. So as I mentioned before, I was looking a second time around for artists and I found Abdul late at night. I commissioned them for a character only, but I misread some important stuff and ended up typing up a description for a stand too, but obviously he only paid the price for the character. Abdul then messaged me and out of the kindness of their heart offered to draw the stand too at a little discounted price, and here it is. Bongley was an interesting artist to work with. I sent the affirmation requirements across and waited. Now, unlike the others, there was not a single message shared between us until 2 weeks later. Good day, I will be delivering your order later. This was the most detailed piece I asked for, with a detailed background, full body, and a shiny Greninja too. And this is how it turned out. Beautiful. Tattoos, check. Vest, check. And I also really like the bagginess of this. Board shorts, check. Katana, check. Shiny Greninja, check. The only thing missing is the earrings, unless this pixel is it. So now, it's finally time to rate the art pieces. And before that, why don't you comment down below which one you thought was the best? So each of these will be rated on overall quality, customer service, and price. To start with, links. At a price of £28.27 or $36.96, I think that I got a solid deal. Solid character work, added in all the details I wanted, and was great to work with. 8 out of 10. The next artist, Bongley. At a price of £19.65 or $25.69, I think this was a great deal. Great character work, all of the details, awesome Pokemon, and the most detailed background of the three. 9 out of 10. And finally, Abdul. At a price of £35.02 or $45.79. The most expensive one by far, but I think the price was well worth it. Insane character detail, awesome stand, awesome customer service. I think that this deserves a 10 out of 10. There we go. I've got a little hole in my wallet, but I'm glad with how each of these pieces turned out. I'd like to thank all of the artists that helped with this video and for letting me have permission and everything. I had a total blast. By the time this video's up, my profile picture and banners for YouTube and my other socials, check them out in the description, should be updated. And if you want to draw fan art of my character, make sure to post it on X, formerly Twitter, and tag it with my impromptu art tag, #TicoPlaysArt. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya! Please subscribe, I'm broke.